9 a.m., 26th of August, 55 BC. Julius Caesar arrives to find these cliffs lined with hordes of fully armed natives. So he allows his fleet to be blown 7 miles north to these steeply shelving sands, where they struggle ashore in deep water, gather on the beach and fight their way inland. Years later, the Saxons Hengist and Horsa land here, followed in 597 by St. Augustine, come to bring Christianity to the Saxons.
And we swing round to the extreme tip of Kent, the Isle of Thanet.
The good solid chalk gives a smooth, sinuous outline to the coast of southeast Kent. Now look what happens when the chalk's gone.
I wish we had chalk. All around here it's London clay. Unstable slopes, eroding cliffs, seawalls showing signs of distress. Anything between the major coastal towns needs constant attention.
Racing over the Swale to the Isle of Sheppey.
Once the mud of Sheppey gets on your boots, it sticks. Sheerness is known all over the world. The naval dockyard closed in 1960 after centuries of history. And at the closing ceremony, it was very, very sad because the Union flag got stuck halfway and didn't want to come down.
And now, man's really having to fight to keep out the flood tide. Not allowed to fly too far up the Thames.
Canvey Island with its high sea walls. Without him it would be mostly underwater.
Not far now to London's nearest seaside town, Southend.
Southend has the longest pier in the world. But after years of neglect, they're now restoring it gradually. But I can remember when trainloads of people came to Southend to buy their Kiss Me Quick hats, eat their pie and mash on the seafront, and obviously take a stroll in the lovely Never Never Land.
To risk sounding poetic about it, much of this part of Essex seems to belong to the sea. Foulness left, Maplin Sands right. Miles and miles of dikes and sea walls. Where they disappear, man seems to lose his grip on the coast altogether.
Some people think the Thames used to flow out here. If it did, what happened when the Ice Age pushed great sheets of ice right down to where North London is now? Well, Father Thames got evicted south to his present estuary.
Will Hay, Stanley Holloway, Roy Hudd, Tony Hancock, they all started off on Clacton Pier.
A short distance, but a far cry from the hallowed greensward of gracious Frinton-on-Sea. On towards Walton-on-the-Naze, and 5,000 watery acres of the National Nature Reserve of Hamford Water. Dovercourt, where Hi-de-Hi was filmed, and we're over Harwich, East Anglia's gateway to the continent. Across the Orwell to Felixstowe. In the 50s, the dock was derelict. Now it's the biggest container port in the country. We're over Suffolk now, and heading for a coastal feature that shows just what can happen when the sea takes issue with a river.
Orford Ness. The mouth of the river's been pushed south 18 miles by all the stones washed by the sea from places like Dunwich, further up the coast.
Aldeburgh, home of the music festival, started up by Benjamin Britten. You see, he lived here.
Sizewell's nuclear power station, cheek by jowl with the RSPB's bird sanctuary at Minsmere towards Dunwich.
Dunwich? Oh, dear, oh dear. In the 12th century, we had 13 churches here, 2 monasteries and half the population of London. Now the sea's swallowed the lot. The last church disappeared over the edge in 1919, and they do say on a stormy night you can hear the bells clanging away out under the sea.
Kessingland holiday camps and north to Lowestoft.
Most easterly point in Britain, renowned for its fish, but many of them get caught by fishermen in villages to the south and sold in Lowestoft Fish Market. A lot of Lowestoft trawlers make a sight more money as standby vessels for oil and gas rigs.
And we fly over the county boundary into Norfolk.
Straight across the seaside razzmatazz of Yarmouth.
As I rode down to Yarmouth, where the birds they sang good day, and the birds they sang good day. Oh, I spied a maid with golden hair, walking along my